So here's what our thought was. I'm gonna have Morgan basically help me do my morning treatment.
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
Good morning, you guys. I'm here with Morgan, one of my friends who just flew here and surprised me on my doorstep.
Yes.
You got me. So good. Okay, so you guys know that I'm a complete medical nerd. Well, I'm in good company because she is also a complete medical
Yes,
nerd.
I am.
But she's so nerdy that she's in school for it.
Yes.
Yeah, so Morgan decided that respiratory therapy is something that she's passionate about. And personally, I'm like honored that she wants to help other people with their lungs and respiratory system. So, so Morgan is at the beginning of her respiratory program, and she was like curious to ask some questions, and we've talked about the vest in the past.
Yeah.
So here's what our thought was. I'm gonna have Morgan basically help me do my morning treatment. So in this, I'm gonna show you, I'm not gonna do it like by the books. So if you're in a hospital setting, I'm not sure what the policy is on like what you do first or second. I'm going to show you what I do.
Okay.
So it might be wrong, but it's how I do it.
Well, it's right for you. It's
there
how
we
you
go.
do it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to walk you through it as if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kind of for the education of the video.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so first we're going to start with inhalers.
Okay.
So I'll do the red one first.
Okay.
And you do know what that is.
I do know what that
Which is?
Symbicort.
You got it.
Yes.
Let's do that.
All right.
So you'll shake it
All right.
first. You can leave it in the chamber.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
And then as I do it,
Mm-hmm.
somebody a few years ago watched me do my inhaler, one of my doctors, and he was like, oh dear, you need to do that a different way. And I was like, excuse me, I've only been doing this for like 28 years.
I know.
But he said, once you take the breath in, you need to hold at the top of your breath for 10 seconds.
Like 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
Or as long as you're
Yeah.
able. At least that's what we learned. But we're doing what you do.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I see, in a hospital setting, I don't know if you'd be the one to push this, but of course
I've
I
never
always do
done
it.
one in the hospital setting.
Then you need to practice.
Okay. All right. Ready? Breathe in. Hold your breath for 5 to 10 seconds, or as long as you're able.
And then I always take a second breath to
Yeah.
get any extras.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'll do a second one. Now you'd probably shake it in between.
Yeah.
I don't usually, but go for it.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Ready?
Cool.
Good job.
And then I rinse my mouth after that one
Because there is a corticosteroid in it, and if you don't rinse your mouth, you have an increased risk of developing oral thrush.
You got it! Yes! Okay, my second inhaler is...
That is ipratropium bromide, which
That's
is
right.
Atrovent.
Good!
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You know how to do that?
I do. Do I shake this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Still learning.
Oopsies, my bad.
All right. So we're gonna put it back in.
Yeah, so this is, have you looked at one when it's out?
I've seen it on paper, but I've never seen it in person being out.
So-
or maybe I have, I don't remember.
So, if I still lived in your state,
Yeah.
I would like come to your classroom and show you guys
I
all
know,
this.
yeah.
So if
Okay.
anybody's in North Carolina and you need me to come show you all this, like in a classroom, I'll do it. Send me an email. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. This is the medication.
Yes.
And then this
Yep.
is just the like,
The canister.
there you go.
Yep.
See, I don't know what that is, but you just push it in and it
Yep.
kind of snaps in a little bit. So apparently, watch out when you're shaking it. It can come out the top.
Okay.
So maybe hold the top. Educational. All right, that's good.
All right, good. Okay. Oh, you have to remove the cap.
That's true.
Okay.
Good job.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Hold your breath. Don't laugh.
Okay.
All right. You do another one?
I do.
Okay. All right. Ready? And by putting the inhaler in so this is a chamber, and the reason why this is used is because it lessens the amount of drug that is deposited in the mouth or in the back of the throat.
Oh.
So also the inside is staticky, so the particles stick, so that's why the second breath is good, to make sure you're getting all the drug.
Who knew? I thought that it was more like if I did it without, like more drug could escape. But
That too.
I forgot, or
That
I
too.
didn't realize
It
about the back of
depends,
the throat.
but it's all the back of the throat. You want to make sure that you have space.
Interesting.
Awesome. What's next?
Next, we're gonna do hypertonic saline.
Okay.
Okay, so grab a clean. Now, do you remember what this is called?
I know it's a nebulizer, but I don't know what kind.
It's a side stream.
A side stream.
So
neb.
grab a clean side stream, and then this is the hypertonic saline.
Yep.
I do. What is it?
7%.
You got it. And interestingly, I was on 3% for like the last 10 years. My body could not handle anything higher than 3%.
Irritating.
It was so irritating, like afterward.
Right.
And the 3% was great. And then when I started Trikafta, I was like, I wonder if I could handle it. And now I'm like, hand me the 7%.
Yeah.
Is there anything higher?
I know, right?
Is there?
It does go higher, I think, but like usually they only prescribe like either 3% or 7 for hypertonic, I think, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So you'll take the mouthpiece off.
Does it just come out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yep.
And then
Put it in.
Yep.
All right.
So twist the top
Twist
off.
the cap off.
Yep. You got it. Yep.
All right. And then we're gonna
Squirt
it right in here. Couple squirts. Still coming. All right.
Okay. And then mouthpiece on.
Mouthpiece goes on just like that.
And then screw to the end of the tubing. Now, of course, in a hospital setting, they don't have these machines.
Right.
It's off that thing on the wall.
Yes.
What is that thing?
Which you can use, you can hook it up to an oxygen flow meter in the hospital, or that's usually in the hospital what they're used with. But otherwise at home, like this is an air compressor, so it just entrains room air rather than an oxygen source.
She's good.
Then you hook this up.
Yep. And then
we want to power it on.
yes.
All right. There we go. Good job.
Okay, I'm gonna unhook this for 1 second because I want to tell her something. So then typically once I hook up to my hypertonic saline, I hook up to my vest. So I'll keep this off for now so we're not wasting medication. But go ahead and grab the vest. And they do use the vest in most hospitals as well.
Yep.
But it would be a like disposable vest that they provide.
And you don't buckle the top personally.
That's true.
Personal choice. Hooking you up, girl.
And then I usually push this flap so it's flat. Yeah. So what got you interested in respiratory?
You.
Really?
Yep. Well, yes. I became interested in respiratory because I always knew I wanted to do something in the medical field. I didn't really know exactly what. And then one day I learned about CF, and I said, what's that? And I learned more about it, ended up meeting Mary, and I would love to help
Yeah, go ahead.
CF patients, but anyone with lung diseases, disorders, all that stuff.
Cool.
Very into it. I'm the medical nerd as well, so we get along very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can either do a custom or normal, which is you setting the hertz and all of that.
Right.
We're going to go for custom because I have 2 custom settings.
Yep.
So push custom.
All right.
And then program A. Yep. And then on. That'll blow it up.
All right. So the vest is just filling with air right now. It's not vibrating, it's just filling.
And then on again. And that starts the oscillation.
Okay.
So then we'll hook this back up since I'm started. But I'll let you do that.
Here.
Yeah, tangled. Welcome to every single
CF
day.
world.
Yeah.
All right, now we're hooked up.
Okay.
Here's your neb. Power on.
Yep.
Ready for takeoff.
Once the hypertonic saline is done, the last step would be hooking up my next nebulizer, which for me is,
Pulmazine.
yes, here it is.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same thing as how you hooked up the hypertonic. So a clean neb,
Yes.
go for it.
We're doing it now.
You're doing it now.
Alrighty. Woo! All right. So a clean neb.
She talked to one of her respiratory classmates and was like, I'm gonna hook up the Pulmozyme today!
Very excited. Learned about Pulmozyme. You gotta keep it in the fridge, so that's why it's cold.
Yes.
Squirt it in. There we go.
And of course, in the hospital setting, for most, I would guess for most respiratory patients, you're gonna be on contact precautions.
Yeah.
Which means,
you gown up
yep,
and put gloves on.
you got it.
Yeah.
So of course, in the home setting, she's not wearing gown and gloves
Yeah,
for that reason.
for that
Okay,
reason.
thank you.
You're welcome. Oh yeah.
Of course, there are about a million different settings on the vest, even like coughing or huffing breaks, depending on what the patient needs to do. And there's a variety of nebulized medications, as you
Yes.
know.
There
So
are
these
many.
are just what I'm on currently.
Right.
And in the past, I've done different nebulized antibiotics
Yep.
and that sort of thing. But this is pretty much my morning and evening routine. I typically only do my nebs in the morning. I just find that I do, it of course changes throughout the time and the chapters of my life, but currently I typically do 2 of the 7% hypertonic salines in the morning,
Okay.
and then I do 2 of the Pulmozyme in the morning as
Okay.
well. That's just what's worked for me right now.
Yep.
I was doing an hour of vest twice a day, but currently I'm doing 30 minutes of vest twice a day.
Good.
Because, whoop whoop, trifecta.
She Vertex can.
So, yeah, it changes with exacerbations and efficacy. If you feel like, hey, it's not working as great, sometimes you can change your settings
Yep.
with your care team and
Yep.
that sort of thing. So those are the like basics of my airway clearance routine.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for teaching me.
You did awesome.
Thank
and I
you.
can tell that you're really studying in school because you knew like everything.
Thank
So.
you.
All right, guys, let's give Morgan a thumbs up because she's totally got this. And as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna go
Good night,
finish my
guys.
bath.
And good night, Ollie.